Hi everybody. Hi everybody, it's your friend Daniel Hutchins. We're back again for another episode of The Daniel Show. So what are we doing on The Daniel Show today? Well, today I promised you guys I was going to do a special video for the Hutchins Hut Productions, HHP, as we call them. So on Hutchins Hut Productions, we are making this special for y'all guys of why the Fonz had went back to school. Okay, so legend has it that most of the time, like back in 1950 and stuff, like if you're usually like working in like the shop or the garage or whatever, normally that was what you did. But then Fonz, yes, Henry Winkler himself, decided, oh, I don't want to just be just any old guy just in the garage. I want to have finished my education. So what he did was Henry Winkler himself, yes, the Fonz, back in 1970, whenever the show or season took place, and he went back to Jefferson High, and he went to class just like his friend Richie Cunningham and Patsy Weber and Ralph Mouth, which all again were the whole crew of Happy Days. But effectually said, he went in, he signed up, he got into school, and then right after day one, he finally has realized that he does have capability and he is smart and he is educated to do more than just, work in the garage all his life. But then as a brother and as an older brother like figure to Richie Cunningham and the rest of the friends, he was like, yeah, I want to say to all you guys, stay in school. Stay in school. School is cool. School is cool. And as he tried to remind Joni the same thing, he would say, school is cool. School is cool. Listen here, shortcake. School is cool. School is cool. Don't you ever forget it. School is cool. School is cool. And I was like, oh yeah. But then it's like, yeah, you don't need to be in any cliques. You don't need to be in any groups or any gangs or anything like that. You just have to focus on your education. And as long as you have yourself, your dignity, your self-pride, and your dignity and respect for all people, of all elders that are above your age and they're teaching you the skills you need for your everyday lifestyle and your everyday, what we call reality, then yes, you are what you said you are going to be. And as long as you put your heart in the right place and put your heart and your head together and figure out what you do, just like the Fonz did, then yes. This is basically why Fonz went back to school. Fonz went back to school because he didn't want to just be some gearhead just spending all his life at the garage. He wanted to prove people wrong and say, hey, I'm educated too. I want to finish up what I started. I want to finish what I started. So he finished what he started, and then he passed, and then he graduated. But then also he took night school with the help of, Joni and the Cunninghams and his friend Richie. But again, we know, played by the great Ron Howard. And so yeah, they were together, and then later, like in like the later part of the show, there's like, oh yeah, so Richie and Patsy and Ralph Mouth, they all had to take final exams in order to graduate. So they took all this time to go up to Fonzie's apartment, and they had to study for the final exams. Once they found out they passed the final exams, then it was like, okay, yeah, all of us have graduated. All of us have graduated. We graduated high school, now on to college, where we go to Wisconsin, or Wisconsin University, as, like he did. Because Richie wanted to become an author. Yeah, he wanted to become an author. Or journalist, yeah, he wanted to become a journalist. An author or a journalist, yeah, that's what his dream was. His dream, his aspiration was to become an author or a journalist, which he did, and he fulfilled it. And he fulfilled it very well, actually, in the time spent of Happy Days, actually. And legend says that he kept going and going and going with the help and guidance of Henry Winkler himself, going back to school and pushing everybody else young to do the same thing. So again, like I said, guys, remember, education is important, and education is not something to take for granted. But again, like I said, this is my explanation, or should we say a short 5-minute explanation of why Fonz went back to school. and why it is important for all the kids of this generation to take their studies seriously and take with a grain of salt, to remember to respect your elders and what they have done to sacrifice themselves to help you to be where you want to be in your lifetime. Hope to see y'all guys later. I'll see you later. Hi everybody. It's your friend Daniel Hutchins. We're back again for the Daniel Show. So what are we doing today? Well, today I want to tell you that we originally were going to talk about why 20th Century Fox did not understand the assignment of the Phoenix. Yes, the Phoenix from the X-Men comics. And why Dark Phoenix was a disaster. But anyway, we actually decided to cancel that project. So what are we going to be doing in place of it? Well, in place of the fact that Dark Phoenix was a failure back during the pandemic back in 2020, right before Marvel and Disney had effectively rebought 20th Century Fox, which brought us to where we are with Deadpool and Wolverine and all the other Fox franchises. But anyway, aside from that, what we're going to be doing for this special, or should we say for this special edition of the Daniel Show, is we're going to be doing a little something else. Instead of talking and arguing about controversial stuff that happened during the pandemic back when, it was pre-Fox, Disney, all that crap and stuff you probably already know because you already watched it already, assuming that you guys did. But anyway, what we are going to talk about is we're going to be talking about some stuff, other stuff in comic book universe. Okay, so what are we going to be doing? Well, actually, I am going to try something. I'm going to try something real quick. We're going to go over to Disney Plus, and we are going to try to do a play-by-play of what my thought is of the new Star Wars show, which I had promised you guys I was going to talk about for this week. Yes, the Star Wars show that's in question is called Star Wars The Skeleton Crew. Okay, Star Wars The Skeleton Crew. Okay, so, alright. So, yes, alright, so there'll be a part 2.